Hi, Laurel Beard here. This month I am honored to be guesting with So Susie Stamps. So today I've got this card to share with you today using the adorable little girl with balloons and the Cherish sentiment set here, keeping it very simple. I love silhouette stamp sets and So Susie has quite a few of them. Now this is a piece of masking paper. It actually has a sticky back, but I was trying to save it, so I'm sitting here taping it down, being thrifty. And I die cut a circle there, and then I kind of taped it down over my piece of cardstock here. This is just regular cardstock. And I'm going to blend on 3 different color of distress inks. I'm going to use Seedless Preserves for the purple, Ripe Persimmon for the orange, and Barn Door for the red. Kind of emulating like a sunset maybe, that's my goal. I'm making sure to hold my masking paper in place because I didn't peel off the backing paper. It could slide around and then I'll mess up my little circle mask here. I'm making sure I'm putting good pressure around the edge of the circle because I really want a nice crisp circle outline when I peel up this mask. So I'm going to keep blending in those 3 colors until I'm happy with how it looks. And then when I peel it away, I always love peeling away masks. I do very simple masking. I admire people that do all those complex maskings and they create all these beautiful scenes, but I'm not that smart. My brain doesn't work like that, and I can never figure out what image to stamp first and what to mask and yada, yada, yada. All right, so now we're going to pull this card together. Super easy to do and very easy to mass produce if you wanted to make a card set for your friends or something like that. Now these are distress inks. They do stay wet longer, so I did zap it with my heat tool a little bit to kind of dry it along. And then I used an anti-static tool, so my embossing powder will only stick where I want it to stick. I am using my Mini Misty, of course, and I'm using some black ink. This is the best black ink ever for like silhouettes and sentiments, in my opinion. You get really nice, crisp, solid stamped images with this stuff. But I'm going in, and because I'm using my Misty, I'm able to fix all the mistakes that I make for not, pressing it evenly, and I drop my ink pad. Look at all that. I'm just a big hot mess right here. So anyway, I love using my Misty. It saves my tush all the time because I mess up all the time. So I went ahead and stamped the girl with the balloons and the sentiment, and then I'm going to sprinkle on some clear embossing powder and heat set. I've been on a roll with this black ink and heat embossing for the last 4 or 5 videos. I promise I do other things. But this is just great, I think I did make a card with this design and I used some silver embossing powder, but it didn't pop as well. So that's why I went back with the black. So I did try to change things up, just so you know. This is a piece of purple cardstock. It didn't match perfectly, so I decided to go around the edges of the card with that same Seedless Preserves Distress ink, just to add a little bit more interest and kind of get the purples to match a little bit better. And then I'm going to adhere that right over the top of the right way up. Have you ever adhered your cardstock and then realized your card was upside down? Yep, I do that quite a bit too. This time at least I checked, thank God for that. And then I'm going to round the corners with my We Are Memory Keepers Corner Rounder, and that's the card. Super simple, almost 1 layer. If I had done this, it would be a traditional 1 layer card if I didn't adhere it to a card base, but it's still 1 layer. The panel's 1 layer. Super easy to mass produce. So if you give it a try, let me know. I'd love to see it. And I just love this little girl with the balloons. It reminds me of my daughter. I know, so cute. Thanks for joining me today.